The swan is a majestic bird known for its graceful appearance, long neck, and strong presence in both mythology and nature. Part of the Anatidae family, which also includes ducks and geese, swans are among the largest flying birds. They are famous for their beauty, strength, and elegant swimming on lakes and rivers. Swans are distributed across the world, particularly in North America, Europe, and Asia, with species that adapt to a variety of climates and habitats. Swans are large birds with long necks, broad wings, and a streamlined body. Their plumage is generally white, though some species, like the black swan found in Australia, have entirely black feathers. Swans typically have an orange or black bill, webbed feet, and weigh between 15 and 30 pounds, making them one of the heaviest flying birds. Their wingspan can range from 6 to 10 feet, depending on the species. There are several species of swans, with the most well-known including the mute swan, Cygnus olea, native to Europe and Asia, recognizable by its orange bill and graceful curve of the neck. Tundra swan, Cygnus columbianus, found in North America. They migrate long distances between their summer and winter habitats. Trumpeter swan, Cygnus buccinator, the largest species, native to North America, with a distinct trumpet-like call. Whooper swan, Cygnus cygnus, common in Europe and Asia, with a yellow and black bill and a powerful flight pattern. Swans inhabit wetlands, lakes, ponds, rivers, and marshes, where they have access to abundant water. They are migratory birds in colder regions, flying thousands of miles between breeding grounds in the north and wintering areas in the south. Swans are typically found in temperate regions of the northern hemisphere, but they can adapt to a wide variety of habitats, including coastal and inland waters. Swans are generally monogamous, often forming lifelong pair bonds. This loyalty to their mate has earned them a place in many cultural stories as symbols of love and fidelity. Swans are also highly territorial during the breeding season, fiercely protecting their nesting sites from intruders. Outside of breeding, they are more social, sometimes forming large flocks during migration or wintering periods. Swans communicate with a variety of vocalizations and body movements. The trumpeter swan, for example, is named for its loud, trumpet-like call, while the mute swan, despite its name, makes hissing and grunting sounds. Swans are primarily herbivores, feeding on aquatic plants, algae, and sometimes grasses and grains. They use their long necks to reach underwater plants, uprooting vegetation and eating stems, leaves, and roots. While they prefer plant matter, swans occasionally eat small insects, mollusks, or fish. Their diet plays a crucial role in maintaining the health of aquatic ecosystems, as they help control the growth of underwater vegetation. Swans are known for their elaborate courtship displays, which include synchronized swimming, head bobbing, and mutual preening. After forming a pair bond, swans build large nests near water using reeds, grasses, and sticks. The female, known as a pen, typically lays 4 to 7 eggs, which both parents incubate. After about 35 to 41 days, the eggs hatch, and the cygnets, young swans, emerge. These cygnets are often gray or brown in color and rely on their parents for protection and guidance. Swans are highly protective of their young, with the male, known as a cob, often taking on the role of defending the nest and family. The young swans stay with their parents for several months before becoming independent. Though heavy, swans are powerful flyers. They are capable of flying long distances during migration, using their strong wings and streamlined bodies to travel at speeds of up to 60 miles per hour. Swans often fly in a V formation, which helps conserve energy during long migrations. Some species, like the tundra swan, migrate from their breeding grounds in the Arctic tundra to warmer wintering areas thousands of miles away. Swans are large and strong, which protects them from most predators. However, their eggs and young cygnets are vulnerable to predators such as foxes, raccoons, eagles, and hawks. Adult swans can be aggressive and will use their strong wings, sharp beaks, and large size to fend off attackers. Swans also face threats from human activities, including habitat destruction, pollution, and collisions with power lines or other man-made structures during migration. Lead poisoning from fishing tackle and loss of wetland habitats are also significant dangers to swan populations. Swans play an essential role in their ecosystems, especially as herbivores that help manage aquatic vegetation. By feeding on underwater plants, they help maintain a balance in aquatic ecosystems, preventing overgrowth that could disrupt the habitats of other species. Swans are also an important food source for larger predators, particularly their eggs and young. Swans have a prominent place in mythology, folklore, and art. In many cultures, they symbolize grace, beauty, and purity. The image of the swan has been immortalized in tales such as Swan Lake, a famous ballet, and The Ugly Duckling, a story about transformation and self-acceptance. Swans are also associated with royalty and nobility, often depicted in royal crests and symbols. In Celtic mythology, swans were considered magical creatures, often associated with transformation and shape-shifting. In Greek mythology, the swan was sacred to Apollo, the god of music and poetry, and is often linked to the legend of Leda and the swan. Most swan species are not currently endangered, but they still face challenges due to habitat loss and pollution. Conservation efforts include protecting wetlands, regulating hunting, and ensuring that migration routes remain free from human-made obstacles. In some countries, such as the United Kingdom, mute swans are legally protected, and harming them is a punishable offense. Swans are iconic symbols of beauty, strength, and grace. Their presence in various ecosystems, as well as their rich cultural significance, makes them a bird admired and revered worldwide. As they continue to face challenges from environmental changes, efforts to protect these magnificent birds will help ensure that they thrive in the wild for future generations to admire.